I am driven. I am driven to win. No matter what has came up against me, I will take a stand. I will believe in who I was created to be. See, the world tried to take me out, but God said I got a plan and a purpose for your life. So now I must fight. I must continue to win. No matter what I come up against, I defy all odds. I change my narrative because I have the power to win. I am driven. I am driven by purpose. I am driven. Sisters and brothers, kings and queens, stand up and fight. Never lose sight of what's in front of you because you have so much work to do. Stand up and say, I am driven. I am driven to win. I am driven.
Yeah. SG. Let's go. I'm driven, no superstition. Just accountable, reliable ammunition. Self-motivated to harness the bigger picture. I am the light bearer of forgiveness. A champion of the power, determined and driven. Nicole is a considerable life coach. Should you ever stumble, we can crack the code. Inspirational power. Yeah, today is the day you pay homage to your best friend who kept you all along. When you can't find the courage inside of yourself to stay strong, spiritual freedom is what I must tell. The emotional intelligence, that is where I leveled up there. Gossip and drama is a form of self-hatred. Joy and understanding is two irreplaceable things. That life is a matriculation, college, classroom, tribulation. Redirect your path like a tattoo. An elevated mindset, don't make it a resolution. Give life to the product, it's the evolution. Are you driven?
I am driven. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Driven Show with your host with the most, Nicole. I want to say thank you for tuning in to tonight's amazing show. We have a special guest all the way from across the world. So we're going to bring her on so that way you can meet her. But before I bring my special guest, I need you guys to do me a favor. Like this video, share this video, and make sure you comment below because we want to make sure we know who's in the building. Please tell us where you are from. And guess what? Here, you do not have to be anybody but yourself. Take off your makeup. Excuse me. Take off your makeup, take off your mask, take off everything that no longer serves you purpose and come as you are. Because here on the Driven Show, everybody is somebody. And we would love for you to come tell your story, promote your brand, or promote your business. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And again, I am your host coming straight out of Texas, baby. Originally from Michigan, I am allowing God to use me in the capacity that he sees fit. And so listen, we are traveling around the world. So with that being said, I'm going to bring my special guest all the way from Trinidad, but I'm going to let her tell you exactly where she's from. And then guess what? You're in for a great treat. So make sure you tell your family, tell your cousins, tell your friends, because she is a doll. She is a queen. And I can't wait for you to meet her. She is so amazing. And she is my sister. So welcome my sister to the show.
Oh my gosh, hello! That was an amazing introduction. Can I hire you for anytime I have to do some kind of, engagement event or anything like that?
You
Hello,
sure can.
darling.
I will pump them up for you because, baby, let me tell you, you are a celebrity and they need to know who you are.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on your wonderful show. I mean, just your introduction for this show itself, it just hyped me up. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. Yeah. So thank you so much. And yes, I am from the Caribbean, all the way from the beautiful Twin Isle of Trinidad and Tobago.
Listen, y'all, I'm going to Trinidad and Tobago one day. One day. Nicole
Oh
said she
yeah,
need me to be her hype girl. So I gotta go represent for my sister. So
that's
yeah.
what we're saying.
So can you tell our audience more about you? Because you are amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so good to have that sisterhood kind of support.
Mhm.
So where do I start? Well, of course, I'm Nicole Farrell, and like I said, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I am an entrepreneur leading to be a serial entrepreneur. But right now, I have a three-pronged business where I offer services in image and reputation coaching, public relations, and personal styling. So essentially, what I do as an image and reputation coach is I help professional women, whether they are employees or entrepreneurs, I coach them so that they can become more confident, more authoritative, and more strategic with either their business activities. So, let's say, for instance, with negotiations or dealing with their staff or team members, dealing with clients or customers, and also helping them to become more comfortable and more confident when they're doing presentations and speeches and also media interviews. So I have a full plate sometimes, even in terms of the PR, because I deal with both solopreneurs and NGOs and small LLCs. So I give them a contemporary feel of um, employing policies, guidelines, and rules, but dealing with today's workforce, which we know is full of the Gen Z and the millennials and that kind of thing. And it's very different than, say, 20, 30, 50 years ago. We can't always use the same approaches. We can have policies, but sometimes we need to just strike a balance because of how much things have changed. So that's it in a nutshell as to what I do.
Hold on, sister love, because you done touched on so many different topics. Because as a solopreneur, is that's what I'm called, and I'm learning that because there's so many different terminology out here,
Mhm.
and so I work solely for myself, and business has been what it has been, and it's like going from the workforce to becoming an entrepreneur. It's like kind of challenging, especially if you don't really know how to do it the right way. And you mentioned so many different things that you offer, like the services that you offer. Do you
Mhm.
help individuals that are international? So, like in other places other than Trinidad and Tobago?
Oh, absolutely. I service local and international clients. And the beautiful thing about it is we're in a virtual world now. So it makes it much easier for me to service clients from around the world. So it makes things a whole lot easier. There are some things that I would love to do in person, but sometimes it's just not possible. So I use the virtual space and we just make it work.
So, how did you become this type of coach? Because this is, I mean, I know it didn't come easy, but can you tell us how you became an image consultant and someone to help individuals get their brand out?
The first thing was, well, when I started my company 5 years ago, it was actually an event planning and public relations company because we are registered in Trinidad and Tobago. So I started off there, and as I went along, people kept telling me, why don't you offer this service? Why don't you offer this? Why don't you do personal styling, or wardrobe styling? And I said, hmm, maybe onto something because there seems to be a demand for it. And to be really honest, image coaching was something I have been interested in for several years. Before I started my business and I was doing a course in event planning and business protocol, we had a session with an image coach. And I was like, oh, I could do this. I like this. And then a few years ago, I was looking for an image coach for an event and I could not find one. I was asking people and they're like, no, don't know anybody. And I said, okay. There is a market for this because if there are image coaches, then they're just not very visible. So let me do this. It's something I want to do. It's something I'm being encouraged to do, and it's something that I really think I can do effectively and successfully. So last year, at the beginning of last year, I launched the image coaching side of the business, which is a split arm of the public relations arm of my business. And it was amazing how many women gravitated towards it, because I think, again, there was a demand for it. And it was a lot of people would tell me, I didn't even know someone like this existed, or I didn't even know these services were available. So I started doing it. And as I went along, I said, wait a minute. Throughout my media and entertainment career, which is 20 years, oh Lord, woo, I look good for my age still,
Yes,
right?
you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You better tell us. 'Cause did y'all hear
Yeah.
that? She look good for her age. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. So I said, I've been in the media and entertainment industries for 20 years.
Hmm.
What skills, what talents, what knowledge can I use to help women, professional women, to operate in success and confidence and with a solid knowledge? And I thought of everything that I had done in my career. I've been a magazine columnist, I've been a radio personality, a television talk show host, a television actress. I've been
Mm.
a theater actress, a a copywriter, an ad production, an ad producer, sorry. And I've done all of these different things. And I said, these are things that can really help me because I know the behind the scenes of it. So I know exactly how to coach women and say, well, okay, you know what? If you're doing a television media interview, these are the things that can happen. And then my services are highly customized. So I don't just bring you into a session and just say, okay, so you'll do this, that, okay, and you'll be fine. No, I find out what their pain points are, what issues they have, what hangups they have, and then I can customize my coaching session to deal specifically with those things. Yes, I give them some general information in between, but it's really about helping them and meeting them at their point of need. So everything is fully customized. And because I have that background knowledge, I can say, well, listen, these are the things I have to prepare you for. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And those are things that we go through. And every single client I have had, they were like, I didn't exactly know what to expect, but I really didn't expect all of this. Like it, they were just blown away by how much I did a deep dive into things and showed them different things. Because many think, okay, I'm just going on set or I'm just going in the studio and I just answer these questions and that's it. But
Mm.
I help them to deal with different things. So just quickly, for instance, if I'm doing a media interview coaching session, I won't just do the friendly interviewer. Hi, how are you going? How is everything? What do you do? No, I also introduce them to interviewers who might be hostile or who might be very distracting or who may tend to go off course. So I help them to have some form of control over their own interview, so to speak. So it's something that it may seem like a lot, but because I have the knowledge and I love what I do anyway, it seems like fun. And we always end up having fun too.
But you know something, Nicole, because you dropping so many jewels, and I hope who needs your service actually sees this video, because we have so many people that are rising stars and they need a mentor, they need a coach, they need someone to like show them the ropes. And I love what
Hmm.
you do, because you said, I'm not going to just put you in my program, I'm going to customize it to your need, and I'm going to
Yes.
make sure you get what you need to be successful, and I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because sometimes
Hmm.
people have all these different coaching programs and they don't even really give the people what they need. Like, you paying for services that are not even what you needed. But
Yes.
love the fact that you said, I'm going to customize it to your specific need. So I got a question for you, because somebody here may be like, well, I really want her services. So how can individuals contact you to book you for your services?
Okay, so I have a business page which is Courant Events. It's spelled Courant, events with a Z at the end. They
Mhm.
can book their appointments there, or they can reach out to me via email, which is okurantevents@yahoo.com, or they can also reach out via WhatsApp, because everybody loves to WhatsApp. So they can reach me by WhatsApp as well. Of course, the international code's 1 and 868, and it's 7460193. So there are a few ways that they can contact me, and let's get them on the road to being successful and confident.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You said the part successful and confident, because the thing is, people can be successful all day long, but when they are confident, that makes the whole big difference. So
Yes.
what are some advice that you might have for individuals that are not so confident but been doing the work, but they don't get them big deals, the major deals that they desire because of their confidence? So what would you say to somebody that needs that boost of confidence?
Okay, well, firstly, one of the things I want to deal with is something that I addressed during our initial coaching session, which is to talk. And that's something that I developed when I was a magazine columnist. People tend to feel comfortable around me very quickly, which is something I thank God for. But also, what tends to happen is the more they talk, the more they feel comfortable, and the more they feel comfortable, the more they share. So I need that trust factor with them for them to feel comfortable to open up to me. And when they open up to me, there are times that I find out things about them that help me to further customize their experience within the coaching sessions. So what tends to happen is they may say, you know what, when I was growing up, I was bullied, and sometimes I don't like to speak up. Little things like that they may just happen to share, and then I can say, oh, okay. And I help them to face that. And I would talk to them. Sometimes I like to think of myself as a mixture of Iyanla Van Zandt and Oprah or something. I don't know
Mhm.
why, but it's what I do. And
Yeah.
because I have to keep it real with them as well. And I have to start to recondition their minds through what I say to them. So then we go into role playing, which is something I rely on from being an actress. So we do role playing as well, which is always fun. We always end up giggling like schoolgirls, at a slumber party or something, because
Mhm.
it's fun as well. And what they do, they will go through things, and I will say, well, okay, see that what you're doing there? Okay, I need you to tweak that. So let's try that again. And we just go over it. Sometimes they can record me with what I'm saying. Sometimes I would record them so they can see themselves, you know? So part of my advice bearing off of that is be open to being open, because that's one of the most fundamental ways that I can help you. The second thing is to not be so hurried to reach to the end of the line. It's a process. Rome was not built in a day. Now, have I seen clients have results after one session? Yes, absolutely. However, it takes repetition. And it's not like we're going to be doing the same thing during every session. It's going to be different. But you continue to build on your skills. So that's the next thing. Have patience with the process,
Mhm.
right? Sometimes people may sign on for 3 sessions because they really want to get a grip on it. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is adopt an attitude where you rank up yourself. Like, it's okay. Nobody's saying you have to be boasting about yourself every minute, But be okay with saying, you know what, I'm fabulous. I can do this. I'm going to be successful. I can achieve this. Whatever it takes. It's a real reconditioning of the mind. And it can be on a personal level, it can be on a professional level. Because even for me, I had to recondition my own mind when I became an entrepreneur. Because I came from a corporate background, and you have to, feel as if you have to be busy every second, and you have to do this and you have to do that, and you have a deadline, and you're just going, going, going. And I had to recondition my own mind to say, you know what, it's okay if you relax today. It's okay if you didn't finish this particular thing, you know, and I'm okay with ranking up myself. I
Mm.
cannot teach or I cannot encourage confidence within you and authority within you if I'm not confident myself. Like, how fake would that be?
Mhm.
You have to be authentic. So I'm authentically self-confident,
Mhm.
however people choose to see it. But at the end of the day, if I am imparting to you and I want you to see that, you have to see that coming from me as well, So those things, and you're going to be on your way to getting there.
Nicole, you have
Mhm.
hit on so much because you said something about us being authentic. Like you said, you can't teach something that you not experiencing or you haven't experienced. And the thing is, I see your confidence, I hear your confidence, and it's not cockiness, none whatsoever, nor has it ever been. So I thank
Right.
you for taking your time out to customize your packages.
You're
Two, for
welcome.
teaching your thing. Yeah, because I'm telling you, because so many times you get people that just in it for the money or they just in
Hmm.
it because it's their job. And when you take that moment, those times out of your busy day to really critique it, but to be fitting to everybody, because you said some, you listen to the little fine details because
Yes.
everybody's story is so different. So I
Yes.
want to know, how did you become a coach? Because I know you said you had so many different experiences, but how
Hmm.
did you become the initial coach that you are today?
I I always felt, well, I shouldn't say I always felt, but some years ago, I was having a spiritual conversation, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
me and Daddy God talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I was all still, and I said, what is my purpose? What is part of my purpose? Yes, I can do all of these different things, but what is my purpose? And I heard it is to inspire people, to help people, to motivate people. And if I can describe it as something that felt so sacred when I heard that, and I said, you know what? I thought back to all the way in my teens. I said, people always came to me, whether it was for advice or help them in some way or the other. So, meshing or merging my skills, my talents, my knowledge with the fact that I'm here to serve others, it just made sense. And when I decided to start doing the image coaching and stuff, I naturally fell into that sort of graceful coach type of service where it wasn't about, okay, you're just another number, let's do this. All right, we do, okay, yes. You want to do another coaching? So, okay, yes, let's go. No, it was really about genuinely wanting people to succeed and wanting them to operate in their highest self. I love seeing that. I love seeing people win. I don't want you to stay in the corner. I don't want you to stay in the shadows. I want you to go out there and be the best that you can be. So when I started it last year in starting the image coaching, I just naturally gravitated into that, which is why I said sometimes I think of myself as Iyanla and Oprah, because I talk to you, which is what Oprah does, and Iyanla, she talks to you, but she keeps it real. Okay, she tells you as it is. She will help you, but she's gonna keep it real. And that's what I do with you, because sometimes you need the tough love. You need to hear the things that other people may not tell you. I'm going to keep it real because that may help you. So that's how I really came into it. It felt as if it was part of my purpose as well.
I guess I can unmute myself so I can say what I need to say. But I love that, because the thing is, so many people would be like, I don't know what my purpose is, but we always know what our purpose is. It's that thing that we will do even if we don't get paid. It's that thing that we love. And the thing is,
Yes.
it's like we all go on this different journey. And so I love that you are so open and transparent to let people know, like, this is what I do and this is how it all came into an alignment with me, because people needed to hear that and see. So what advice do you have for individuals that really want to sharpen their skills to become that multi-millionaire speaker, that multi-millionaire professional, whether that's the entrepreneur where their image game is everything? Like, what advice do you have for anybody that needs your service?
Okay, besides what I mentioned before, I will say be be on a path where you learn from others, not just me, but you take the time really, whether it's people in your field, whether it's just different business people, and you have to work on your mindset, which is something that I help my clients with, mindset grooming. Because I'll tell you a little story. Before I became an entrepreneur, and this was even some years before, literally I was working as a freelancer at home, and literally every single day I would go on YouTube and I would look at different business people. I would hear about their stories, their struggles, their challenges, how they made it, how they didn't make it at one point, because I needed to know what to expect. Yes, going through it would be different, but I needed to know. And one thing that entrepreneurs do is they come into it, or they want to achieve certain things, but they don't know some of the things that go into it. So when you say, well, hey, you'll need to do this, well, what? You know, I can't just go from A to Z. No, you can't always do that. You need to be aware of how it all works, with different people, because we all have different experiences, and those things help you to relate. And you may say, well, how exactly does that help me? The way that it helps is that it gives you a clear understanding or a clear view of all of the different possibilities. It helps to drive you at some times, because you realize, I'm not the only one going through this. I'm not the only one experiencing this. So if you want to work with me, I may have some crazy ideas at times. I may take you out, well, not I may, I will take you out of your comfort zone, and you have to be open to that, because you are not going to accomplish things, whether you're an employee or an entrepreneur, without coming out of your comfort zone in some way or the other.
Yeah, I heard it here. She said she gonna take you out of your comfort zone.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
even have to guess, because of the simple fact you need that. So I need you guys to connect to my sister Nicole as soon as
Thank
possible.
you.
You're welcome. So all her information will be included in this. So make sure y'all connect, email, text her, call her on WhatsApp. She is here to serve you in the
Yes, I am.
community. Yes. So listen, I want y'all to tap in. So is there any other things or anything else you want to leave with our viewers, because they gonna contact you very soon? And I'm so glad that you decided to join us on today. And I'm so glad you really said yes to being one of my interviewees today.
Mhm. Thank you so much for being on. What I would like to tell the listeners is that you can do it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Everybody has their timeline. There are times we would want something and we want it so badly we can taste it. I know it's happened to me. It's happening even now to me. Like I want certain things so much I can taste it. But one, now I know there may be people with different religions, but I'm just saying, one, you have to trust in God's timing, or whoever you pray to. You have to trust in their timing, and you have to be prepared to deal with whatever comes up. Find yourself a tribe. A tribe is very important, not a circle, a tribe. A tribe is very different to your circle. And you get that, and you continue just going along. And if something hits you down, you get in your feelings for a day or two. That's what I do. I get in my feelings. I might play some Beyonce and I might do my thing, and I enjoy myself. And then I get back to it and I said, okay, let me roll up my sleeves and go at it again. It's okay. You're human. Remember that you're human. So it's okay if you have a bad day, or you're just not feeling 100% on a particular day. It's fine. So reach out to me, whether you're viewing from Trinidad and Tobago right here with me, or if you are somewhere around the world, the UK or another part of the Caribbean or the US, wherever, and let's get you started to being more confident, more refined, more authoritative, and just knowing how to go about this thing called business life. Yeah?
Yeah, make sure, listen, she said, y'all better make sure y'all tap in today. So, Nicole, I just want to say again, thank you for being on the show, because I'm gonna reach out to you myself. So I love you and I thank God for you. And also, can you tell us about the organization that you are a part of?
Oh, G100, Oneness and Wisdom. That is a phenomenal organization. I joined last year. And let me just tell you, you and the other woman from the G100 Oneness and Wisdom organization, y'all have been so phenomenal. It's such a sisterhood. And I remember there was a point in time where I thought, oh, group of women, oh no, I'm going to stay away from that, because they just like all this drama, and I don't want to be a part of that. But my thoughts towards being around women and working with women, it has changed so much within recent years, and especially being part of G100. The sisterhood, the support, the instant love that you get, it is phenomenal. And just knowing that we're working towards gender equality, I mean, as women, we have our own challenges within the workforce, or maybe even within entrepreneurship. But having women who understand and who say, hey, sis, let's work together. Let me help you. Do you need help? I'll help you. You can help me. I want you to help me. And that's how we go. And it's been a phenomenal experience, and especially meeting people from around the world and learning of different cultures even. It's been fantastic. And I feel genuinely blessed and honored to be part of that organization. I'm telling you, I could ramble on for another 5 minutes.
But I thank you for that, because many people don't know. It's like we sisters for real. This is my sister. She's just from another mother. That's it.
From
but we're
another
still,
mother.
That's it. That's it. But we're still sisters. So thank you, Nicole, for saying yes.
You're so welcome.
So look, I'm a part of her tribe, and so hopefully our other tribe members, they'll join us on this quest to continue to get our message out here, promote our brand, and to tell our story. So Nicole, again, I just want to thank you for just being the amazing business owner that you are. And thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. All of a sudden I'm sneezing. So I
Oh, God bless
will.
you.
Yeah, look, so we will be ending on that note. But guys, y'all make sure y'all tune in each and every Wednesday at the same time, at the same place. And I just want to say thank you, Nicole, again for
You're
agreeing to that.
welcome.
Thank you. All right. Well, I love you and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao. All right. Bye.